guys, what's up? This is Yasmin and thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already given a subscribe to my channel, you know so below. So if you have missed the last episode, I did a very natural everyday makeup, what I use every day on my face, which is Fit Cover Mineral Makeup. Today I'm shooting for Fat Pizza, which comes back to channel 7mate in November, and I'm playing the role of a dominatrix. So today I went for a completely different look. Today I went for what, you know, I used to use when I was shooting a lot, which was a very dramatic look using professional makeup. So I did a course when I very first got into the business and I started glamour modeling. This is before I even started acting, and it was the best thing that I did. You can do it down below with one of the best makeup artists for glamour in Australia, Dana Case, and her details are down below. If you've ever glamour modeled in Australia in the last 25 years, you will know who Dana is. Currently, she's on the Gold Coast, and I well recommend you do it. What she will do is a complete overhaul of all your makeup. So I can thank her for everything that I know about how to do my own face. To do your own face is very, very important, especially if you're in this industry or any kind of acting or modeling. She also does wedding makeup and everything else as well, to do whether a natural or a dramatic or different kind of looks that you want to achieve, because you know what, there's not always a makeup artist on set. And then sometimes the makeup artist might be sick. Once I got, makeup artist was stuck in traffic, so I did my own makeup. I've even done makeup for magazine covers and DVD covers. Here's like an example of 3 I've done my own makeup for. It saves a lot of time when every day I can do my own face to give a look that I specifically want, rather than always, because there's not always a makeup artist on set. Plus, you get to know your own face and the own looks that you want to do yourself and what works best for you and the own products that you use. Now, when it comes to the brushes, I don't recommend buying the big sets of brushes, the giant ones, because you'll find that with a lot of brands there I have like a few staple brushes which are amazing, and then the other ones you don't really use. Like I've bought big sets before and then I use the staple brushes in them, and the other ones I don't really use. You don't need to go and spend, like I've brought like heaps of brands of brushes, and some of them I really love, some of them I don't love. I've got like loads of brushes, and even then I've found these are the dirty ones that I've used. I need to give them a big wash, and these are the clean ones. I keep them separate so you don't transfer bacteria or pigments over into each other. Now, if you can afford the good brushes, go and get yourself like decent quality ones and find the ones you like. I have a whole big set of Crown brushes. I have other brands as well. So many. If you're on a really tight budget and you're just getting started out, there is a brand which I absolutely love. It's called Real Techniques, and they do sets in like little sets, like eye sets, face sets, contour, like just sets of like 4 or 5 brushes, which is enough in each particular one. But if you're gonna, go towards the lower end of brushes, those particular ones, the Real Techniques, are really, really great. If you can afford more expensive ones, then do go for the higher quality. If you're going to go for real hair like horsehair or, the animal hair ones, they do tend to molt. I do prefer actually the synthetic ones, as long as they're a good quality synthetic. And out of the synthetics in the lower priced range, those Real Techniques are fantastic. Really, really great. Definitely recommend it. So tonight, after I do all this, I'm going to give it a wash with this mitt. I put some antibacterial soap in there, or just some baby shampoo, and then I squirt it on there and then wash it, rinse, wash it, rinse. Can't wait to get to set today. I'm playing the role of a dominatrix, as I've just said, and this is basically just how to do your own face. Give you Dana's details below. Pretty much explained all of everything in here, but this is definitely not a look that I would go outside with. Like I would, if I walk outside in this, which I'm going to because I'm going to go to location, I will look really overdone. I don't, whereas on camera it gives a really great, amazing, dramatic look, because the camera kind of washes you out, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter that I've like overdone the colors on my eyes or anything like that, because you look more washed out. Whereas you would have seen in that last vlog, even though face to face my makeup would have looked amazing, on the camera I looked still washed out, you know what I mean? So what is done for like on set camera shooting is completely different to what I would do for everyday in reality face-to-face shooting. And I definitely would not wear fake eyelashes like this for every day either. These are really, really long, and in fact I don't even wear eyelashes or get eyelash extensions for every day anyway, because it's just too much for my face. I've got too strong of features. I get the eyelash tint and lift for every single day, but because I'm shooting today, camera will wash me out. I want a dramatic look because I am playing a dominatrix, which is meant to be, you know, hard. I did put this on. Now I've gone for a nude lips today only because I don't know. Look, I'm going to wait until I get to set anyway. I'll probably change this to a red, but just to be safer, I'm just going to keep it to a nude just in case. And then, because usually there's a rule of like dark lips and dark eyes, you can look too much. If you've got dark eyes, you keep your lips nude, and if you've got dark lips, you should keep your eyes light. Now in BDSM look, like that look kind of doesn't really relate, but I obviously do not want to look like too much either, so I'm just keeping a nude just to be safe, because red lipstick can be a nightmare to get off and it'll bleed and it'll ruin everything else. So that's why I've kept it as a nude. But that's okay because I want to eat and drink and brush my teeth anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You can do those things on set anyway. So thank you very much for subscribing, guys. I'm going to show you how I did my makeup bit by bit, and if there's anything like you would like to see further of, like more different looks of makeup, as I did the natural one before, or anything else, please give me a comment below and we'll catch you later. Bye. First, to clean the hands, I'm going to put in some primer. Right now I'm using the Smashbox primer. There is another primer that I really like from MAC. Then I get some concealer. I'm right now using the Ben Nye because it comes in different shades. I'm going to use the small end of my brush. And what I want to do is I want to create just a foundation, a base for my eyeshadow. And see this pimple right here? It's kind of going away, but it is still a little red. So I'm going to just cover that up a little bit here. I got this in America actually, but it's just a silicone drop. I'm going to pat it all down. I like to clean after each use just with isopropyl alcohol and give it a little wipe. Now for the eyeshadow. Today for my eyeshadow, there is another palette that I particularly am so in love with, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. It is absolutely amazing. Sorry, it's just a little bit dirty right now, but the colors are simply fantastic. I do use these rusty colors quite a lot, but for today, I'm going to go for a darker look. So I'm using one of my other brands that I do love. If you're in Australia, you cannot get this brand in Australia. You will need to order it from America. I got this in America. Black Starry Eyed in Superstar, and it is like, I've dropped this by the way. That's why I usually have it safe, because I dropped it and the thing came off, but this is one of my all-time favorites, and I only use it when I'm shooting. Today I'm shooting as a dominatrix, so I want a darker eyes and probably darker lips as well. I'm going to do the outsides of my eye. I like to really accentuate the Asian look of my eyes, even though, guys, if I'm not actually Asian, but I like to accentuate and give that more. So I like to make a lot of darker colors on the outside and lighter color on the inside. Now today this has a shimmer in it. If your eyes are particularly large already and round, do not use a shimmer because shimmers make your eyes look rounder. I can get away with using a shimmer because I have very narrow eyes, so it's completely fine. But what I have to be careful of is darker colors, because I have narrow eyes, can make them look even smaller. So they can make my eyes look really, you know, narrower, or I have no eyes if I'm not too careful. But the shimmer kind of counteracts that. Also, a brown I find is a little bit better for me because it's warm, as opposed to a black, as a black is cool, and because I have a skin tone, I need to use the opposite of that, which is warm, and we'll go into that when I get to the foundation side. Outside of the corners of my eyes, I'm going to use C457 from Crown Brushes, and I'm going to get the darker color. Love this brand and so much because the pigment is so strong. It's the same as the Anastasia one. It just, like, the pigment is just incredible. My favorite other brushes, this actually came with the Renaissance, and usually the brushes that come with the kits, like, I personally don't usually like them, but this particular one that came with the Anastasia kit, I really, really like this brush. I'm going to get the inside of that brush, and I'm going to use that same color, the dark one, and I'm going to do underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to get the middle color, and for the middle color I'm going to use another soft brush. I particularly like this brush. It doesn't have a number on there, but it's from Crown Brushes. Such a beautiful bronze. The same bottom end and go for the really light color and do the inside corners. After each use, I give them a spray with the isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to wipe underneath my eyes, take off all of that concealer. Now we can blend the eyes a bit more, and to blend I would like to use the round brush again. Smoky eyes. Give it a little wipe. Got a free coffee today, you know, when you get the 10 on the card, and it's like such a great day when you get that free coffee. So for my concealer, I'm going to use Lorac again. Can't get this in Australia, I need to get it from overseas. Going to go back to my little favorite concealer brush. I do prefer, look, I use that one for the foundation, this one for the concealer. I do prefer smaller brushes to bigger brushes. Now this is a lot lighter. Sometimes you could use, as I have a bit of darkening under the eyes, like a red color, and then the red color will counteract the blue, but I don't really want that today. So put some into the T section. And I'm gonna get the bigger brush and just apply up into this T section just here. Again, I have a bigger buffing brush, but I do really like the small ones because I do get more control. Foundation, I'm going to use two foundations today. One is by, again, Lorac, and is the concealer, the Perfection foundation, and it is number PR3, which is light beige. Now for the contouring, I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix, an all-time favorite, in an NW25. As I explained before, my skin tone is cool, therefore counteract it with a warm tone. I like these pumps, by the way, when it's a foundation and pump. I use the bigger brush now that I am doing my entire face. And do the neck. This was some MAC foundation that it wasn't the Studio Fix, it was another one. It has a really uber dark pigment, so I'm just going to brush that in there. And then blend. There's this eyebrow palette that I totally love. It's the Christian Faye. Now it does come with a bunch of stencils which have an amazing shape. This has been dropped and smashed around the place. But what I love about it is just that I can also just get the definition of my eyebrows and then fill it in later. It pretty much gives like the outline of where I need to go for something more, a more dramatic look. Off a nice little comb. Not that I have many eyebrows to comb, but anyway. And I use the Inglot again for this. I could probably, now I've gone darker with my hair, I could probably go a little shade darker, but you know, it fades out actually. I just did it a bit darker for it today. And then I'm just gonna go in. Just use any old mascara. I've had a lash lift done. To wear eyelashes, I feel like it's touched too much from my face and I look way too like, let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would look nice actually. Color is a little bit light. I have a By Terry like eyebrow pencil. I'm just going to fill it in. So much for watching. Definitely when I get home after shooting, I'm going to wash my face, take all this silicone makeup off, give it a really good scrub, and then in fact I think I might do a peel because you know it's very congesting on the pores, silicone based makeup, so I might do myself a nice peel or a face mask and go to bed. But yeah, thanks for watching, and again, if there's anything else you'd like to see from my channel, please give me a subscribe and comment below. Out.